Bio 104 Environmental Lab Biology. My name is Crystal Pierce and I will be your instructor this semester. So first off, I want to say I hope you all had a restful break in between semesters. I know that for those of you who were with us in the fall, being fully online might have been an adjustment for many of us. And as we continue into the spring semester, we're continuing with that mode of delivery. So hopefully you all have a full semester of online learning under your belts, and now you're ready for our next semester. So what I want to do is I want to take a few minutes in this video to orient you to our Blackboard course. So again, for those of you who were at Harper, who were with us in the fall, you're very familiar with Blackboard. You have used it extensively, but I just wanted to sort of point out where things in this class are located and where you'll be able to find information, because every instructor does things just a little bit differently, and I just want to make sure that you understand the layout of this course. For anyone who is just starting at Harper here in the spring, Blackboard is going to be our sort of primary course content delivery system. So everything we do, you're going to do through Blackboard. So there will be very few additional things that you'll need to use besides Blackboard, and any other websites that you need to access, I'll give you access to right through our course. So you're going to land here, of course, on the announcement page every time you log into the course. This page will be updated on a weekly basis, so I post announcements Monday morning of every week. And that announcement will give you an overview of what we'll be talking about as far as content goes. It'll also give you an overview of the assignments that will be due, and it'll also break down all of the due dates for you. So I like to keep a consistent structure throughout the semester, so you'll notice that assignments are always due at the same time each week. There'll be a familiar pattern, if you will, to the way that the assignments and things are laid out. So after the first week or two, once you get the hang of it, it should be something that sort of comes kind of automatically as we move through the semester. So beyond our announcements, the next place you'll want to head over to is the syllabus and schedule change. Syllabus and schedule tab, excuse me. So here you'll find a full copy of the syllabus, which I encourage everyone to please download this. Have a copy of it somewhere. You can print it out if you like to have hard copies, or you can just have the file safely stored somewhere so that you can refer back to it for important course policies. I pulled out the schedule for you for this semester. So this is an overview of what we'll be discussing in lecture, what we'll be doing in lab, and what our assignments will be each week. So this is meant to sort of keep you on pace so that you know what to expect week to week to week. In addition to that, another part of the syllabus that I actually pulled out was looking at the assessments, so how you'll be assessed this semester, what is it you have to do. So we will be doing exams, we will have lab assignments and lab quizzes. Because of the nature of this being an online course, normally this is a course that we do obviously in person. So in any other time, you would come to lab once a week and we would be doing lab activities together. It's not possible in our current environment, so what I've done instead is I've taken those activities and I have tried to make them as close to what we would do in class as possible. Keep in mind that obviously we don't have the same equipment that we would have in a lab, so everything that we do, there's very little equipment that you would need at any time. I am going to try to get you outside, and I know early in the semester, January and February, that doesn't sound super appealing, but we can all bundle up for 15-20 minutes and spend some time outside. There will be activities as we go through the semester that you will be encouraged to go outside and do. And so just keep that in mind, that you might want to check that week's lab to see, oh, do I need to give myself a little extra time to go outside? And you don't have to go anywhere special. You can just go right outside your house or your apartment or wherever you happen to live. You don't have to go to a forest preserve or a nature area or a park or anything like that. So you can just use your own home in your own backyard if that's what you have. So No need to worry about any special places that will be required as part of this class, because there will not be those. So back to the assessments. So labs, lab quizzes, we'll be participating in group discussions. There will be a semester project, which I'm not going to go into a lot of detail now, but you'll get detail about later on. And we will also have assignments called check-ins. So in addition to these items, I sort of break down all of these assignments for you so that you can see exactly sort of what those entail. All right, faculty information. How to get a hold of me this semester. As we are all remote, I am at home just as you are all at home. So faculty are not allowed on campus either. We have been asked to stay home and work from home as well. So you can call this work number, but I won't be able to pick up because I'm not there. So what you should do instead is you should email me. I make myself available Monday through Thursday from basically 10 a.m. to about 3 p.m. Is my window of when I am at my computer working. So during that time, if you send me an email, I should be able to get back to you within 15-20 minutes, to be honest with you. So unless I'm on a call or unless I'm doing something else. So that's your best way to get a hold of me. If you want to do something face-to-face, if you want to do an online meeting, I have the ability to use either a program called WebEx, or we can go meet right through Blackboard. It's called Blackboard Collaborate. Either one of those are very easy to use. I'm happy to set up a meeting time with you, and we can talk, but you just need to arrange that with me ahead of time. So it's be like, hey, Mrs. Pierce, I'd really love to meet with you. Professor Pierce, I'd really love to meet with you, Tuesday at 11:30. Are you available? I'd be like, yeah, sure, let's do that. So just make sure that you send me an email, let me know when you want to meet, and I'd be happy to meet with you during those times. If you email me outside of those hours of 10 to 3, I'll still get back to you, but it won't be as quick, right? So if you, especially if you email me late in the evening, I know a lot of people maybe work during the day or even work in through the evening hours and they don't get home till late, and that's when they're doing their coursework. Go ahead and shoot me an email, but just know that I won't respond to you till the next morning. I have 2 small children. I have an 8-year-old and an almost 6-year-old. And so I don't stay up late at night because I'm up pretty early in the morning. So just keep that in mind. Those late night hours I don't keep. So I'll get back to you the next day. Next thing we want to take a look at is our course materials folder. All kinds of things in here. Go through at your leisure, basically, as you're looking through the course. So all kinds of helpful tips in this first folder. This is the folder about the green technology projects which you'll be working on. Again, it's good for you to look at and good for you to keep in the back of your mind that we're going to be doing a semester-long project, but I wouldn't worry too much about it right now. Rubrics, how I'll be grading your discussion posts, how I'll be grading essays on exams, and also how I'll be grading the projects themselves, those green tech projects. Privacy statement, copyright statement, something I'm adding to the copyright statement this semester because I ran into this problem in the fall. You cannot share any information from this class on a file sharing site. So I'm pointing out Course Hero right now because that is the site that I found some of my documents on a few weeks ago. You can't do that. If it's a paper that you write and it's all your own original information, you can put that wherever you want, but you can't take one of my labs that I wrote and put it on that site and share it with other people. That's a copyright infringement. That's material that I own, and I am not giving you permission to share that information. So please note that if I do find any of those documents on those types of sites, you're going to receive a 0 for that assignment, and I may or may not also sort of lodge a complaint with the college for violating Harper's academic policy. I said may or may not because it's kind of situation dependent. But again, in general, just don't do it, right? Don't share that information, and you won't have to worry about that at all. Here's where you're going to be spending most of your time. You're going to be spending most of your time in this section right here. So learning modules. Learning modules are where you're going to access lecture materials, lab assignments, and course assignments. They're all right here. And I break everything down for you week by week. Very simple. So there's a course orientation folder, which you can start with. You'll find some very simple things in here. This welcome video, it's going to replace the one that's here because this one's from the fall, and I'm making one for the spring. So it's going to replace this video. A link to the syllabus and schedule. If you don't know how to submit an assignment on Blackboard, here's a video I did for the summer, but it's still valid information. A breakdown of where information can be found in this course. Some information about the small group discussion. So our discussions are a little different. I don't use a whole class discussion. I'm going to break you guys up into 3 groups, and there will be 8 students in each group. And those are the individuals you're going to be having discussion with all semester. I'm calling them learning teams. It's just a small group discussion format versus everyone in the class. My goal is hopefully that you'll get to know each other a little bit better through this small group environment. I know it would be great if we could all be in a class together and see each other face to face and have these types of interactions with each other. But in lieu of that, I'm trying to create smaller groups that you can hopefully get to know a little bit better. And then I also have some discussion board tips here. I have some ways to help you make a good response to some of these posts. I know discussion board posts can be really tricky, right? Because it's like, oh, what do I say? And you know, how do I get this information across? And you know, what's enough information and what's not enough information? I break it down for you. So I give you a sample prompt, and I give you a couple of different examples of what a good response is and what just an okay response is. Same thing for replies to other students, because in addition to responding to the question or the article, which is something we'll be doing a little bit later in the semester, you also have to reply to another student, right? So I'm also giving you examples of what a good reply looks like and what a not so great reply looks like. Okay, so kind of use these and judge these as you're putting together information that you're doing. All right, so that is my course orientation. That module activities is where that was. Module assignments, the only thing you have in this intro one is to post an intro of yourself. So again, you will be in one of these 3 groups, group 1, 2, or 3. So that'll be pre-assigned. I'm just randomly assigning students to groups. So when you click on your learning team, you'll go to your group discussion board. And the only thing that's here is you'll see is the introduction form. So I've already started. So here's my intro. Okay, so there's more about me, which I'll give you all time to read at a different time. So what you'll do then is you will create your own thread with your own intro and your name. I have some prompts for you, so tell us a little bit about yourself, what are you studying, what interests you have, so on and so forth. If you've got a picture you'd like to share, please do. It's always nice to see your smiling faces. If you don't have one or prefer not to share, that's fine too, of course. All right, so that was our course orientation module. I'm not going to go into the week 1 folder. I'm going to save that for my week 1 announcements. So what I will do each week is here on the announcement page, once again, I will create an announcement and a short video that goes through all of the assignments that you need to complete and how you're going to move through the week and the information you're going to see. So I'm not going to preview for that for you. This is just sort of, again, a where to find everything video and things to be on the lookout for. You will have another video with more information about what's going on in the first week. And again, you can expect that that very first week of the semester. So if you have any questions or you're unsure about anything or you just want to run some things by me, once again, this link here, faculty information, please use this email address. I am happy to respond to any questions you may have. I'm looking forward to this semester. We've got some kind of new and exciting things that we're gonna try out. We're potentially going to have a partnership with a conservation education provider in Africa, and we're kind of working on something, maybe a project together for a little bit later in the semester, cooperatively with some other departments here at Harper. So I'm excited about that. So this is, again, perhaps not the best way to present information about environmental biology, but it's been working. So I had a really good response from my students this fall when I taught it fully online for the first time. I had a great response from them. And so I'm hoping that you all have that same positive experience, because this class is really all about getting you to understand the challenges the environment is facing, some of the ways that humans are responsible for these challenges, but also the message is positive. It's also, what can we do? So here are the obstacles we're faced with. What can we do? And hopefully by the end of the semester, you'll have some sort of concrete ideas on ways that we can all potentially make a difference. That's all for my intro video. Again, please be on the lookout for a week 1 overview early next week. I'm looking forward to learning and meeting all of you, albeit online, very soon. Thanks, everybody.